Okay, class, this is your midterm. We're going to review for a few minutes, and then using these components in front of you, you have to complete your midterm exam. In this case, your midterm exam is a multiple component cane. So, if you've been following along in our series, we have done lots of different kinds of canes. I'm going to review them extremely briefly in really miniature form. And then I'm going to show you how to put multiple canes together into one big cane. And that is your midterm exam. All right. First cane, jelly roll or spiral. Take 2 sheets of clay, lay one on top of the other, leave a little on the edge for rolling up. I'm going to loop that over and start to roll. Oops, that didn't work too well. I failed my exam already. Anyway. For a change, my clay is too cold. Anyway, we're going to roll that up and do a basic jelly roll. We've done that a lot. All right, second one we're going to do, we've talked about Skinner blend in lots of our previous videos in our leaf cane and all kinds of things. So, and this is a tiny mini Skinner blend. You can roll this up starting with the dark end or the light end, it doesn't matter. We're going to roll it up exactly the same way as the other ones. And you've got a Skinner blend cane. All right, our third cane, bullseye. You start with a little center plug of clay. You roll it up. You cut it off. And you can add multiple layers of different colors for a little bullseye. You can take that bullseye and form it around cut it up, put it around a core, and get a very basic flower cane. You can wrap that with other colors. 4 super easy canes we've done in the past, and we have also done canes using the extruder. My squeaky extruder. So I rolled up a plug of clay, I put it in the extruder, and there we go. You can extrude out different sizes and colors, whatever you want, of canes. All right, that is our midterm review. Now, your quiz starts. How are we going to put those together into a multiple component cane? Okay, I did the work for you. You all passed. Here we go. We're going to put these together into a cane, which I've already started reducing, but it's going to be like this, and we're going to talk about how to reduce a square cane. So, I made all those little multiple component canes. I took a little bit longer than 30 seconds to do them all. I had big canes. I reduced them down, and as I was reducing, I was, rolling, reducing in this normal way, but then I started pressing and flipping so that they turned into square canes. It's kind of easy to do that when you've got little tiny thin ones like this, but we'll talk about reducing larger ones in a minute. Anyway, so I did my 4 canes. I reduced them so that they were pretty long. I cut them into equal pieces. They were firmed up to be square. And now we're going to put all those together, the extrusions and 4 different canes, into a multiple component cane. I reduced mine to the size of the largest square die in the particular brand of extruder I have, which is Macon's clay. So I knew what size that was going to be, and that's how far I reduced my little canes here. So it would fit together nicely. Now we're just going to build a checkerboard, which was another type of cane we have looked at previously. So we've got 5, 6 different canes we've talked about, all going into this one here. So when we've done checkerboards before, we've done smaller ones where we just layered sheets of clay and then cut them and flipped them to make these patterns. But here we're actually hand building the whole thing. So There we go. You do want to line them up. You want to, well, we can even just do each one on its own and then layer up different layers later. You do want to be pretty accurate because since it's square, we're dealing with defined corners here. So however you do this, if you build it row by row and then lay it on, or if you just keep building all on top of each other, make sure that those corners really are pretty square when you're doing that. And not only on this end that you're looking at, but flip it over and make sure, see it's way off there. Make sure that that also lines up. Because you know when you're reducing a cane, the clay will take any opportunity it can to fill in the gaps where you don't want it. So if your corners are off, the next color is going to squeeze in there and ruin your pattern. All right. So keep on going. Like that. And oops, that would help if I put it down. Just want to make sure you can see and line up those edges. All right, so that's a quick and easy way to build a cane. The time is, of course, making all the little components ahead of time, which I already did.